and welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. Ooh, hope you enjoyed that lovely Brutal OST. Very fitting considering the event that we're casting. And welcome back to the StarCraft Evolution League number 8, your monthly dose of StarCraft Evolution content. And we are now jumping into our lower bracket finals. We have 3 players left. We have 2 matches remaining, and we are jumping into our PvP. As spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Whispers of Gold, we have the red Protoss player, the Brutal Protoss. It is SKillous. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the SE2 Protoss player, the blue Protoss from South Korea. It is Classic. And if you're in the chat, you know what time it is. It is Gamba time. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck in the chat, as you have a couple of minutes to place those predictions and place your grapes on the line. Meanwhile, before I get ahead of myself, a big shout out to BGE Stara Zagora. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Hope you had a great stream. Hope you had a great cast. I do know that you are hosting your own event, your own regional tournament, I believe bi-weekly, if not weekly, but I hope you had a great time. Usually, I mean, we have raided Stars Zagora in the past, and we were planning to, but this event has gone on for quite some time. It's been a long cast, it's been a long tournament, but thank you so much for the raid. Hope you guys had a great time. Gracias, as we are jumping into our PvP quote-unquote mirror matchup. I don't think mirror matchup is really the correct term. SE2 Protoss and Brutal Protoss are very different, as are all the races and their own counterparts between Brood War and SE2, and we do have SKillous opening up with a proxy. My eyes are on our red Protoss player. Let's go. Let us go. So SKillous opening up 2 gates, 2 gate opener to Cybercore, likewise 2 gate expand into gate cyber into expansion. Very greedy build here by Classic. Actually, I believe that was a Nexus before Cybercore. The greed is real. The greed is real. Classic, he's being so greedy, cutting corners. He's asking to be all in, and SKillous is going for the all in. Now, if you were watching earlier today, SKillous versus Hero, SKillous did this exact same build against Hero. It's going to be double gateway Dragoon into Proxy Reaver. Proxy Reaver's on the way, and that ideally does overwhelm a player being too greedy. What do we have to defend? 1 gate. We have 1 gateway to defend. Shield battery is on the way. Hey, Reavers, they don't care about your shield battery. They don't care about units. They will shut them down. They will blow them up. They will blow them to pieces. And Classic doesn't know. Classic, he's in the dark. He saw the initial opener. Nothing looked crazy. Nothing looked too out of the norm. Did see that a pylon was missing at least. But is that enough? Back at home, Robo. Good call. Robo opener out of Classic. Safety Immortals. Immortal production going to be on the horizon here for the blue Protoss. Is it going to be enough though? Here comes the Prism. Here comes the Reaver. It's on the way. It's going to be on the way. SKillous poking forward. Ideally, with that Reaver, he needs to break this defensive line. Break the Sentry, break the Stalkers. Hallucinations moving out. We see SKillous trying to intercept. Does attempt to, but won't be able to. Doesn't quite catch that Hallucination. And Classic, does he confirm? As he does miss the shuttle, but he will scout the proxy. There we go. He knows what's going on. Shuttle into the main. Reaver's on the way. And Dragoons, they're going for the mineral line. They're going for the mineral line. Probes are under fire. Gets 1 so far. Shuttle is getting focused down. Oh, takes a lot of hits. Takes a lot of damage. Takes a lot of hull damage even, but does survive. Whew. Does survive. We have shuttle speed on the way. First Reaver has arrived. And again, at least Classic is aware. He knows. And I love this choice. It's going to be Immortal into, not a second Immortal, into a War Prism. War Prism is on the way. Likewise, Classic focusing down those Dragoons. He gets 1, almost 2. Reaver's coming in. Oh, has the 1 Scarab available. Waddling forward. He's got like a little hand. Look at him go. He's like dragging himself forward. Oh my god. Oh, shot goes off. Does connect. Wasn't able to pick up in time. Oh, another shot goes off. Decent connection so far. Takes down the Sentry. But is it going to be enough? Nice avoid there on that Scarab shot. SKillous pulls away. Does pull back. The shuttle on the fire. Shuttle goes down. Oh my god. Massive pickoff. Shuttle goes down. Reaver as well. And with that Classic, he holds. He does hold. He shuts down the army forces SKillous back, GG gets called, there's nothing left, and Classic, he will survive, he will take game number 1. Whew, GG. GG, well played. Classic with a solid response. Remember, he scouted the missing pylon and he reacted with safety shield battery into Robo into immortal production. Very safe play there by Classic. With that SKillous, alas, he wasn't quite able to get that damage he was hoping for. I love that Classic went for the War Prism just because that's a good way to actually have some counter micro to avoid those Reaver shots, to avoid the Scarab shots, and to preserve his army. To micro back, to avoid those explosions, and to overwhelm. GG. GG, well played. Very nice control there by Classic. Very nice decision, of course, as well, to go for that earlier Prism. And that leads us into game number 2. Let's go. Jumping into game 2. And we'll see if SKillous can force the ace match, as game 2 is going to be on Citadel. Oh, interesting. I'm hoping for an ace match. I just realized game 2 is on Citadel, game 3 is on Neo Isles of Siren. I want to get there so bad. I want to get there, Pappy. Can we do it? Can we pull it off? We've castled on Neo Isles once so far tonight. Just once. Can we get there? Citadel, of course, is a 4-player spawn map. Is 4 players, and we'll see how we spawn in and what builds we go for as well. Let's go. Alright, gonna be setting up. Beautiful. Just setting up our map. And it looks like SKillous, he has chosen to play, again, loser's pick. It is loser's pick. SKillous, he has chosen to commit and to play SE2. So now the roles have been reversed. Roles are reversed. And my eyes are going to be on Classic, definitely, coming into Citadel. See if we do open up Dragoon, or if we go for some cheeky builds and some hidden proxies. There's potential. There's potential on this map. It's going to be potential. So we are loading into game number 2, potentially the final game of the series. I hope not. I hope we're able to embrace an ace match again. Game 3 is on the island map. I want to get there. We'll see if we can. Spawning in the top left-hand corner of Citadel, we have the SE2 Protoss player, the red Protoss for Team Liquid. It is SKillous. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have the Brood War Protoss player, the teal Protoss. It is Classic. Beautiful. And again, welcome one and all to Citadel. This is a 4-player spawn map. You can spawn in top right, bottom left, and top left as well. Multiple spawn locations. It's up to our players to determine how greedily they want to open up, knowing that there's a high chance that, you might be spawning further away from your opponents. If it's a vertical spawn or a cross spawn, a diagonal spawn if you will, then rush distance by ground is going to be longer. But the horizontal spawn, rush distance by ground is shorter, and more aggressive builds and aggressive styles are most likely on the horizon. SKillous, he scouts up bottom left, confirms there is no Protoss, there is no Classic, and he's still searching. Likewise, looks like we're going for an economic build. We have a gateway into a Nexus. Very greedy build here by SKillous. So gate expand into delayed cybercore. Very greedy. Ooh, and the Classic will confirm. Classic, he moves in. Likewise, Classic also going for a gate into expansion. Gate cyber expand. Purple Scout comes in and does confirm the Nexus timing. Does confirm. Likewise, SKillous is now aware where his opponent has spawned in. We'll check top right. And so far, we're just getting to our openers. So far, economic builds from our two players, economic starts, and we can embrace the longer game. Can embrace the longer game state. Now, typically, we should be seeing Dragoon into Reaver. That is the go-to mid-game composition in this matchup from the side of Brood War. Likewise, you should be seeing Stalker Immortal out of SKillous. That's at least how typically this plays out. We'll see if either player deviates from the norm. We see like a Stargate or a Twilight Council into Dark Shrine. There's that Robo initially from SKillous for those Immortals. Likewise, Dragoons are amassing for Classic. Looking to move out. Getting into Dragoon range. So far, just really careful movement. Doesn't want to overcommit. Shield batteries on the way here for SKillous to maintain himself. And SKillous does hold on to the high ground. Now again, the high ground is an even bigger advantage here in StarCraft Evolution. There is a high chance to miss if you shoot up a ramp. I believe it is 53% chance to miss, like just over 50%. But SKillous does pull away, does back up. Yeah, spots all the Dragoons, he retreats back to the shield battery. SKillous does hold. He's holding on. Classic going for his own Robo. Robo into Bay, into Reavers. Should be the go-to. Dragoons poking in. Mortal production has begun. Does try to dive on in. Doing a lot of burst damage. SKillous being stoned away from his own natural. Only for a moment though, takes down one of the trades 1-to-1. Does trade, doesn't quite lock down that Dragoon. Oh, he's trying to, gets punished though. This is not worth it. Not worth it here for SKillous. Will bleed out another Stalker. Has to get the hell out of here. Does pull away. Behind this, Bay is done. The Bay has completed. Reaver production has begun here for Classic. He's setting up for his Reaver drop. Likewise, just like the previous game, SKillous, it's going to be a role of reversal. He will have his own War Prism. He will have his own potential to micro into control. Oh, but he does overextend. No shot. No, the Immortal's going to go down. Massive pickoff. Immortal does fall. That is a big loss here for SKillous. And that was meant to be his advantage here. Things are looking a little bit rough for our red Protoss player. Moving out with his own Prism to harass, to counterattack. Likewise, here comes that Reaver, making his way towards the main base, towards the mineral line, towards the economy. Classic moving in. SKillous takes his third base. Classic is a little bit faster. He's setting up to dive into the main. Dragoons ideally they distract. Oh! Shuttle gets spotted. Shot does go off, takes out a Stalker, gets one. Just the one. Just the one Stalker. Stalker's out of position though. Dragoons they dive in. Take down the shield battery. Catch a Stalker as well. Oh! Reaver shots going off, more Stalkers falling. So my Classic controlling this very well. Depowers the Robo. Does the power, picking away at more Stalkers, and Classic is just overwhelming. Just overwhelming with the army. Scarab shot going off, massive connection. Reaver does finally go down. But he's forced to pull the boys. Boys start being pulled. Classic trading well. I'm afraid to look. He takes down 10 Stalkers and an Immortal for 3 Dragoons and 1 Reaver. So very efficient pickoffs here, very efficient trades from Classic. Thread in the shade. SKillous trying to keep up. Trying to do some counter damage here. He's moving out. Dipping into the main. Last Classic not ready for this. Nice damage. He gets 2, he gets 3. He gets up to 4 probe kills. 4 workers go down. Shades into the natural. More probes falling. Not bad. Yeah, pulling Classic apart, but he doesn't care. He's committing. Classic, he commits. Does head towards the 3rd. SKillous not quite in position. I think he does move in. Oh, scratch what's going on. Brutal shots. They do connect. Oh my god, they do connect here. Stalkers are falling left and right. They dive on top of the Scarabs, on top of the Reavers. They get 1. But Dragoons, they hold their own. Yeah, they punish those Stalkers. Scarab shots are too brutal here. They shut everything down. Boys are being pulled. Warpins are denied, and GG gets called. Classic, he overwhelms. He just shuts SKillous down, both in Game 1 and in Game 2, and Classic will take the series 2-0. GG. GG, well played. Just a really rough start there for SKillous, losing the first Immortal, losing the first Stalker as well, just bleeding out units early on. That did lead it, and it did overwhelm when it came to the follow-up move out here, when they came to the committed push towards that natural with Dragoons, with the Reavers. Last Classic, it was just completely out-trading SKillous, and in the end, Classic does advance on to the Grand Finals for a rematch against Dark. GG. GG, well played. Again, Classic, we did dub him as the best Protoss in StarCraft Evolution. Dark is the best Zerg in StarCraft Evolution. They are the top 2 of their respective races, and now they face off once again. Now, this is going to be a rematch, scrolling on over here, and also a big shout out to SKillous, of course. It's been a long event, a very long event, and I'm sure SKillous is very fatigued, but did fight so well, making it this far. Does fall in the lower brackets, but made it to top 3. Made it all the way to top 3. So a very impressive run here from SKillous, taking down players like Bjorn, like Hero, and many others. Bratok as well, very close match. So very nice performance here. Is knocked out. Now we have our Grand Finals. It's going to be a best of 5.